Welcome, everybody, to our coverage of the 2021 Pro Masters Disc Golf World Championships in Johnson City, Tennessee, powered by Infinite Discs. You're watching MP60 Lead Card Round 4 Back 9 coverage, brought to you by us here at BDub Pro. Providing commentary for today's round is myself, Cameron Makiling, and my good friend and co-cameraman, Curtis Moroni. And taking a look at the scorecard from the front nine, you can see Tim Keith moving into the lead, Eric Vandenberg dropping down to second place with a -2, Jim Fiedler having a solid start there with a 3 under, going to hold down third place at 24, and Mike Ward struggling, but managing to stay below par. And here we are at hole 10, a 629-foot par 4. Big open drive. You just want to get as far up this hill as you can so that you can have a look through those trees at the basket.
Or around the left side, if you can get far enough left off the tee.
That's true. Yeah, if you can get up to the top and a little bit to the left, you will have a nice, I guess for a righty, it's either a forehand or a backhand turnover.
Yep.
If you have two lefties, you might see some conventional backhand hyzers around those trees there to get into the green. Tim Keith took the lead in the front nine.
That's going real left. That opens up the angle.
That's going very left. That is so left. That's in the fairway for 18.
Which is actually a good place to be.
Yeah, no, it gives you a good look, especially with that left-handed backhand play he can have.
Clips a little bit of cabbage on the way.
A little
the
low.
Fairway. Mike throwing the same shot as
Tim, but it's going to fade out way earlier and put him at a great spot on top of that hill.
Yep, great throw.
Eric with a big hyzer flip. That's getting some good push forward.
Yeah, that's a great throw. On hyzer the entire time.
Here's Tim from deep left.
Going on the left side, just like we were talking about with the big hyzer. Probably a little short, I'm assuming.
Jeff going with a backhand turnover. Hopefully he doesn't turn too far into those trees. And he's going to be down and kind of guarded.
Probably.
He might have a shot through the trees if you can find a gap.
Probably like 150 foot up through the trees from there. Looks like Eric's going through the trees.
Oh, he makes
Clips
it
something
in
late.
there. He's a little further than Jeff.
Mike going big hyzer over the left side.
Oh, wow. Brings it down just outside the circle. Going to have a nice open look at the basket. A little far out, but not a bad spot to be in. Great upshot there from Jeff. And Eric as well. Getting it right up by the basket.
Tim for birdie. Oh, just
Oh,
high.
top band. Great bid from Tim.
Mike for birdie.
And there we go.
That was a highlight putt right there.
That was a great putt. Look at that big smile.
Starting off the back nine. Good with the birdie, and then Eric with a par.
A par there for Jeff as well. And a tap-in par here for Tim. Mike able to pick up a stroke on the card and close that gap down just a little bit. Hole 11, a 311-foot par 3. This one is one of the more open holes on the course. Going to play nice and open. You just want to avoid the trees on the right side because that'll put you in jail like every other hole.
Yep, and a sloping green. You gotta control the speed going into it, or you'll push it way deep into the
out
into
to
the
the
trees.
open.
Yep.
Yeah, you could go, just don't want to go down that hill too far. This one's about speed control and angle control.
He's doing the hyzer, just trying to beat the trees. Oh,
Just left, but luckily he's not too tucked in there, and they might have a straight look at the basket from circle 2 there. A little short there from Tim.
Jeff going with a flex, but gets a little caught in the tree early.
nice hyzer flip-up shot there from Eric. And it needs to get through, and it gets, like you were talking about, goes long and slides down that hill, or glides down that hill.
Might have been ace running that.
Nice safe approach shots.
Those up shots are tougher than it looks with the downhill.
Yeah, hard to run it from there. It's definitely a death putt situation.
Mike leaving a little short.
Eric from deep low.
But being down there, you're shooting up, which makes it a little less scary running the basket.
Very true. Yeah, you kind of have a backboard from down there. Yeah.
Mike with a good par save.
Good scramble there for Mike. Couple more conventional pars here for Tim and Jeff. And another good scramble there from Eric, who is going to be tapping in his par after going long into those trees back there. Hole 12, a 518-foot par 4. The cornfield on the right is going to be out of bounds, so you want to keep it in the fairway here and then press into the woods and to the right. Also, the sinkhole here does play out of bounds and not as casual relief. This one is marked. After you get past the sinkhole, you're going to want to work your way back to the left and avoid these trees here, and a nice easy green after the last one. Kind of take your putting woes away, hopefully.
He's pushing deep into the woods, which you need to do on this hole. You just don't want to end up in that sinkhole.
Luckily, he stopped right before it. Well, maybe only 3 feet left before he went out of bounds.
Flipping up really nice right there.
Great throw for Tim, and he's going to be in there somewhere. We'll catch up with him in just a second. Jeff looking to get in.
That's the safe play, playing away from all the OB.
Yep, lands up on those rocks and well left of the OB.
Ooh, that needs to flip.
Oh, that was sawed off just a little bit. You're going to have a look at the other basket over on the other side, though.
I think that's 17th basket.
Ooh.
It's tough.
Unfortunate.
Tough to get all the way to the basket from way back there. Jeff pushing a little long.
Mike finding a small gap through those trees up there. Fades out a little early for him. I'm going to leave him about 20 feet outside the circle. Good upshot there from Tim. Kind of taking a backdoor route.
Good upshot. Possibly save a par from there.
Great bid.
That was a great bid.
And not too bad of a little roll there. Going to leave himself an easy putt for his par. Solid bid from Jeff as well. A little bit longer, more of a tester. Coming back. Great birdie from Tim.
I love that shirt so much.
It's so cool. I forgot to ask him where he got it. I definitely should have. Eric here looking to save his par after a tough couple throws.
Great par save from that bad tee shot.
And a solid par from Jeff. And the par save, hopefully, from Mike here as well. All right, he was able to convert. I just didn't want to jinx him before he putted. Hole 13, a 342-foot par 4. Another short par 4, but as you can see here on the Ace Run Pro flyover, that it does have quite a bit of trees. It does open up here in the middle part, but we are still turning left, as you can see here on the flyover. And And we're going to turn left another time and come back up to the basket, which is maybe only 150 feet away from the tee pad as the crow flies on a straight line. But
it's probably one of the tighter gaps right off the tee on the whole course.
yeah, and that last gap you need to hit is quite far away from you.
You just want to get through the gap and go hard left.
Very hard left.
This is looking great if it gets clean. Yeah, that's perfect landing
That's a good
zone.
placement. He is going to be able to kind of have a look into the green from over there. And unfortunately, Eric is going to need to figure out how to get around the corner from here.
There's a roller. Gets caught up early, I think.
A roller from Tim as well, and he just barely gets out. Late tree for Mike. And not too many forehands from Tim you get to see, but that was not bad. You're going to put him just outside the circle. This is Eric's fourth throw, I believe. Tough.
I think that was Mike's third.
That was a good upshot. Gets him right under the basket. Ooh. And he just barely got that last tree there.
Mike for par?
Tim for par.
Or Tim for par.
Good putt.
My bad.
Good save. Oh, you're fine. A bogey there for Eric. Good birdie there from Jeff.
Yeah, the upshot made that putt a little bit harder than it had to be.
This is a good hole to get, though. Par for Mike. And we are going to move on to hole 14, a 384-foot par 3. Got to hit this initial gap, as is the theme here at Harmon Hill. But it is going to open up a little bit for the players. And there's not too many places on this fairway out here where you can land. It's not going to have decent footing, at least.
Yeah.
And then you got to get it up onto this mound here. And again, another spot where we have the potential to see a lot of rollaways back towards the players on not perfectly executed upshots.
One of the tougher birdies on the course.
And that is carrying for Tim. Oh, almost gets all the way into the green there, but is stopped by that guardian tree in front of the basket. Wow.
That was sneaky.
That was very sneaky. Very narrow miss there from Mike. And a great shot. Going to be inside the circle, but looking very uphill at that basket there.
Tim throwing a hyzer flip again? Imagine that.
And he gets sawed off by those trees. You can see he's tucked in here.
I think he just dropped straight down.
Good in there.
Ooh, great upshot.
Nice approach. None of these guys wanting to flirt with that rollaway. Mike running it.
Oh no, sit.
Goodness gracious.
I think you jinxed him.
I might have. He chose to play it. Everyone else laid it up. Here's Mike for par save.
Oh, and it sits.
Twice in a row.
That's
Yeah,
great.
luckily.
Great to see.
Good putt there from Eric. Solid scramble out of those bushes and a good par save. That hill is very steep. You're looking at like a 15-foot elevated putt. Mike with a bogey there after an unfortunate roll away. And a good par tap in for Jeff and Tim as well. And we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Disc golf was a sport that nobody knew about when I first started playing. I had to explain it to my parents, my family.
When I first started, I grew up in Ohio playing disc golf and just playing locally.
It was, you know, not as big of a deal. There was never a gallery. There was never video coverage. I've been touring for the last decade and seen this early point in development now to this crazy growth.
Parents can want their kids to play disc golf because there's a future there, there's money, there's professionalism.
I just imagine it just getting bigger and better, and I'm excited to be part of it.
And we are back from commercial break at hole 15, 450-foot par 4. We are going to be open for the little bit here, and we're going to make our way left up this hill through the trees. This is some soft dirt we got up in here, so there's a lot of ground play potential here as we make our way up the hill, so you can hopefully get something to hit and then slide up for you. But you really want to have the height coming in here perfect, because you can't be too high or you'll hit the low ceiling, and if you're too low, you won't make it up the hill.
The notional gap is actually a little bit frightening too.
And that's got some good height coming out over there, and it gets, see, a little too high, and you get stuck in those branches.
Yeah, you want to play to the right of those branches to get the furthest up the hill. Just like this.
Looking good, and it looks like it's going to get a good slide, good ground play.
Very steep hill that you're throwing up on your second shot.
Not going to be down there on the flat, but he will have a nice open lane on the outside up to that basket.
Tim leaking out right.
Going to be outside the circle there to the right of the basket.
Have some things in his way too.
Similar result there for Jeff, just a little further down the hill.
Mike looking to bounce back from the bogey.
And some great ground play. Gonna put Mike inside the circle.
That was a great throw. Coming in with some speed.
Ooh,
Cruising by the
slide
basket.
long.
Maybe circle's edge from there.
Nice soft, safe bid there. Half run, if you will. Tim just wanted to get through that tree.
Eric for birdie.
Yes, sir.
Great putt.
That is his first birdie here on the back nine.
Back nine's playing a little tougher.
It is playing quite a bit tougher than the front.
Is also for birdie. Cans it.
Great bird from Mike Ward.
And the other two tapping in for pars.
And we're going to walk on over to hole 16, 222-foot par 3. This is one of the shortest holes, if not the shortest hole on the course. This one, though, as is almost mandatory here, is going to dogleg for you over to the left. This one's not as bad as others, but as you can see here, it's not necessarily easy given how many of these trees you have between you and the basket.
Yep, it's just a stock hyzer for the righty backhand or a lefty flick for the two lefties on the card.
And those trees force you to shoot even further starting right.
Great looking shot.
And he's going to be in circle. Don't think he put himself behind that tree. Oh, ouch.
Ooh, Mike hitting really early.
Very first tree available. Nice throw from Jeff.
Scooting right into the circle.
Throwing pretty much the same exact shot Eric threw. And here is that lefty forehand play you were talking about, Curtis. And that looks great.
Yeah. You got to push that tree straight and then just miss it left or right, and then you'll be right under the basket just like he did.
You know, before that throw, Tim turned to the card and he told everyone not to laugh at his forehand, and then he had the best drive of the group. Mike putting himself inside the circle there on his second throw. Ooh, just off the front of the cage.
For par? Didn't capitalize on the great upshot.
Great birdie from Jeff.
That's not too bad yourself.
Nice.
Eric gonna tap in his par here.
Mike gonna tap in his his bogey. And then Tim with his birdie with a nice, silky smooth lefty forehand.
That he apparently thinks is laughable, but that was one of the nicest forehands I've seen in a while. Put him directly under the basket. Hole 17, our second to last hole here today in the fourth round. 570-foot par 4. In my opinion, this is the toughest hole on the course.
Yep, it's tied for the first.
You have a lot of distance to cover, you have a lot of trees in the way, and the ground is not fun for any of it.
Yeah, it's a tough hole.
Luckily, the green is nice, though. Pretty flat down here. Not a lot of rollaway potential.
It's hard to get to the green, though.
Very hard to get to the green.
This is looking great.
Awesome.
You just want to hit the initial gap and push straight as far as you can.
And Tim hits an early tree, and he is going to be very far to the right. And as you can see from this angle here off the tee pad, if you are not on the fairway, you are very much in jail.
It is rough off the fairway on this hole.
Oh, no.
Oh, and Mike kicks over to the right. You can see Tim is absolutely locked off here. And he just manages to get it into the next set of trees forward. Mike, though, does get it out with a nice overhand throw. Not sure where he landed. This hole was very difficult to film. As we, with all these throws off to the side, me and Curtis could not see each other at all.
No, it was rough.
I believe that is throw
Give me a little
3
bit
for
better
Mike, and that was throw 4 for Tim. I think this is Eric's second throw. That might be Eric's third throw.
It's Eric's third.
We missed Eric's second.
Yeah, we missed his out.
And there's Eric's. Yeah, Eric threw his out while I was in the woods with Tim and Mike. There's Mike's
that's a
fourth throw.
Great throw.
It gets all the way down there to the flat. This is only Jeff's second throw.
The only one clean off the tee.
And he is over to the right now, a little bit in the bushes.
At least he's a hold left. Oh, this is looking great. Oh, just go in.
Parked. And that was...
I think that was his fourth.
I think that was his fourth throw, but that was...
A great throw.
Fantastic, regardless of how many throws into the hole that was. Good run there from Mike. Going to take a double bogey after going deep into those woods off the tee pad.
Nice par.
Very good par there from Jeff. I believe we missed his upshot over to here, but Eric's as well. Eric's going to take a bogey after going into the woods off the tee. And a double bogey there for the leader.
Going into the last hole.
Hole 18, 580-foot par 4. You're going to start off trying to get as far up this hill as possible so that you have a good look over to the right up the second hill to where the basket is over by the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Really want to get to this flat spot so you have a nice flat footing going up the hill.
That's a pump, though.
That is a pump to get over to
Yeah.
there. Most people are...
Gonna finish left up on the hill and then try to get to that flat spot from there.
Yeah, this is a 580-foot par 4 that plays like a true par 4.
Yeah.
Not bad.
There we go. That's shaping the shape of the hill.
And that is a good spot to be in
Yeah.
off your drive. Gives you a good look across to that gap over there.
It's uphill the entire time. It's probably playing like around 700 feet.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
That is a good throw. That's another good spot to be in. Anywhere on that hillside is not bad. Mike is pumping it out there. Gets all the way to the top of the hill and hits that one single little tree hanging out up there. Little sapling.
Oh, we see a roller.
Needs to stand up for him.
That should turn out to be an easy par from there.
Yep, right in the gap, looking right up at the basket.
Mike testing that tree just to his left.
That is a great throw from Mike.
Yeah.
Buying himself a circle 2 putt for a birdie.
Oh, he's going hyzer, huh?
Are you surprised?
Yeah. I didn't know there was a gap over there.
Oh, I see. Tim trying to get all the way around the tree. Oh, he gets caught up by that late branch. Gets pushed into the next tree and then rolls all the way back down to the bottom of the hill. But he is right in the middle, looking right at the basket.
Mm-hmm. And that's great up. Eric. Right under the basket.
Gonna park himself for a nice easy par tap in on this last hole here.
Jeff doing the same.
And Mike with an opportunity to score on the last hole. Just a little short and left for him. But all of these gentlemen with easy par tap outs, which is not a bad way to end your round here at Harmon Hill. This course plays very tough.
Yeah.
And we will see it again tomorrow in the final 9 for everybody. MP40 and MP50 will be playing their semifinal round here as well. Before we take off for the day, for the evening, let's take a look at the back 9 scorecard. Eric Vandenberg drops down to 3rd place with Tim Keith storming the lead, with Jim Fiedler hot on his tail, only 1 stroke behind, both tied with 5 unders. You can see on the leaderboard, Tim Keith, Jeff Fiedler, Eric Rainey moving up to join the lead, and Eric Vandenberg actually dropping down to 4th place, with our friend Mike dropping down off of the lead and chase cards. Follow us at PDGA on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and make sure to go to PDGA.com and sign up for a membership if you aren't already a member.